So here we are, back in Nottrahn for another review of another week's worth of work. This is actually a combination of some work this week, but also the last 2 weekends sneaking away from Norwayman to do the beginnings of this, particularly the tree and the hilltop components. In fairness, if I'd known I was going to build the small little village type thing here, I would have made this a little bit bigger perhaps. Although admittedly I did build it to pretty much the space that was available. Not much else I could have done about it. And I totally didn't see that before. Oops. So this place is called Robbyn's Nest. More on that later. It's the second wild tree. It's not something that's gone up before. The other one only went up this year as well. It's very similar to the previous one I did, to be honest. Although that's in the middle of the swamp and not sat on top of a hill. The friary was done during the week, I think. Obviously tidying this up and putting in the road system. Making use of a few new blocks, a composter, lanterns, making a lot of use of lanterns these days. So after this, I moved on to this. One moment. So, what we have here is an existing witch's hut. Probably tell better from down here. Which I literally lifted straight up about 10 blocks and then built the tree under it. And I did and ah about not actually doing the surrounding structure. But obviously, as you can see, I did eventually go ahead with that. Excuse me. The idea is that I think the Grey Knights discovered there was a great deal of power here, and they destroyed, or tried to destroy, the witch's hut and the tree which is over the centre of the power, which didn't actually work. So they kind of built this temple as a sort of way to contain the power. I think that's the way that it goes, something along those lines. There is actually a little way up. Ta-da! I think I'm most pleased with the... Well, I'm actually pleased with the way the tree was shaped and how well the hut sits in the tree. But I do think I was quite pleased with how easily the hat came together. It's a little abstract. It's probably one of the reasons why it worked so well. But anyway. So, with all of that done, it was time to move further west, basically building my way back to the main road north. We're not very far from Norwayman here. So what came next was very unplanned. Part of it was unplanned anyway. So yeah, the peninsula is called Nottrahn, or the actual area of land, or part of the empire. It's called Nottrahn, and this is Nott's Landing. Humour, half. a tiny little valley. I had wanted it to be more of an ordinary road and just scattered buildings, but it is much narrower, I think, than Valel, so there wasn't a lot of room. There was also issues with the floor level. Making use of the campfire here. It's very near the top, which is why you can still see the smoke. But then I moved on and I had this idea that, because the road was going to have to come through here anyway, because there's a hill range here, and there's the hill here and here. And I realised it was like a three-way, so I just decided there would be a building all the way around it. It's not really what I had in mind. It's very similar. I think I maybe envisioned something a little taller, maybe more symmetrical, and also possibly roofed, that there would actually be a building sat over the top. But I ended up leaving it open. Oddly enough, despite the way that it looks, this is the inside. It's guarding against anything coming from this direction. So this is the unprotected side. Sort of almost like a death trap in a way, where you can be surrounded on all sides. And then that brings me up to what I started last night in a bit of a hurry. It occurred to me to do a Robin Hood statue, because reasons, and it didn't come out too bad. The tricone's okay, but if he's going to be an archer, then I need to rotate his body 90 degrees and have his arm extending forward. But that raised questions of why there's a statue of a Robin Hood style character in the middle of my empire. There is a reason. I can come up with a reason. That's pretty easy. But yeah, I don't know. It was originally planned to be just an ordinary sword statue, double sword. Which is why I ran into difficulty with it last night. So I'm going to have to decide. But that's what I've been doing so far. Hopefully maybe by the end of the day I'll be moved on to the final piece in this biome, which will be this very large structure here. Anyway, I'm going to cut this off from my YouTube clipping later and scratch my head about this statue and what to do about him. Oh dear.